encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Second down following the run. Now it's Taylor. They'll roll him out right. Going deep for his tight end, Clay. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. On second down, Taylor. Going to drop this off to McCoy, complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. He's a reigning AFC Offensive Player of the Week, and defensively they have to find an answer for him.
And that's what you would do if you were calling plays, right? You'd make sure that he gets targeted, but the thing about it is...
And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags, and I believe this is going to be a first down. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Here's Taylor to throw. Forced out to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now they'll throw with Taylor. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Third and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack. Now the first carry for Marshawn Lynch. And he'll get across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up fourth down.
But once again, a good example of situational football. That was third and very long, so you know they were guarding against the pass. And when they decided to run the ball, that was okay. Whatever yardage they picked up, as long as they didn't get to the first down marker, the defense was willing to concede, and they stopped them well short of a first down.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked out at about the 3-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on this 4th possession. Here's Ajayi. And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
And that run there does nothing but juice up the guys who are moving the football. I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, people running it, actually the guy calling plays, You're almost jumping up and down in jubilation, aren't you?
And now you've got options on second down.
And big-time options. You might want to think about play action and try and get something cheap right here over the top.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
They run with Ajayi. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So that one a hold, right guard.
Understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
So 20 yards to go here on 1st down. They'll try the air now with Tannehill. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. This is Ajayi. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Eight yards to go here on 2nd down. Now Tannehill. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Play fake to Ajayi. It's Tannehill. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Jerry Hughes in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Yeah, that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football, but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
In a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
And this one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed. Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Second down, 8. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Let's go!
On third down, Taylor. Taylor hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
Second down now after the incompletion. Here's Tannehill. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Ten yards to go on third. Now it's Ajayi. He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to fourth down.
Partner, when you're not able to run the ball successfully, it really messes everything up for an offense because no longer are you setting the tone and dictating the game. If you do want to throw the ball, play action's kind of gone out the window because they don't respect the run. And last but not least, you don't get to dictate it all when you want to throw the football, and that really hurts you as an offense.
Well, I don't know too much about the mind of a kicker, but I think, Charles, it's fair to say he needed that one.
The confidence has still got to be shattered, but you never know when he's going to be called on for the big one. So you got to keep running him out there and just hope that he straightens things out.
And now out come the Bills. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And if you're the defense and those D tackles, you like that they're trying to run the football here against your 4-3, don't you?
Yeah, because they tend to eat things up because they are so strong and physical, and especially when they play with leverage where they get lower than the offensive linemen and control them. And what I love about the good defensive tackles, they can play over the guards, they can slide and play over the center. Nobody in the offense likes that day when they have to deal with those guys.
It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be third down. Taylor now off the bootleg. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. He'll turn and give this to McCoy running right. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Let's go!
Again, it's McCoy. Calling a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Here's McCoy, and able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. Now a play fake here on first down. He finds McCoy. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard right there at the 43. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. On 2nd down, Lynch. Oh, now he bowls him over. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
They run again on first down, Lynch. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Here's a give to McCoy running left. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Oh, he's got it going early in this one. That's the Shady McCoy. That's vintage right there, right? Breaking tackles, creating explosive runs. And if they don't take care of this early, look out. This guy's going to have a big, big day.
You know where he got that nickname Shady, by the way?
I know you're going to educate me on it. Help me out.
Mama gave him that name when he was a youngster.
And if Mama named him Shady, we're going to call him Shady.
Absolutely. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Byron Maxwell. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
This is such a good read defensively. They know that this offense is going to try to get the ball to their playmaker in space. So what do? They crowd him and send bodies at him. And this one winds up being intercepted.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. After the interception, here's Tannehill. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Lorenzo Alexander from that outside linebacker spot. He's able to get in there for a loss of 9. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. To throw on second down is Tannehill. And the pressure gets to him again.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. So after the sack of Tannehill, the Dolphins come up here on a 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. So now here comes the field goal unit again, and this phase of the game has been an absolute disaster so far. And Butker able to put this one through, and the Dolphins have taken the lead. So a little fortunate there because that one was definitely leaking right.
Without a doubt, maybe about the width of a football or so inside that right upright, but he got it to go.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Again with Lynch, and he'll get this up only to about the 33. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's Jeff Locke now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
So the D-line's going to spread out. Now a handoff as they run left side. And nice yardage right off the bat here as he's up to about the 24-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace, because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. A really good pickup of 28 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Derek Carrier, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call. But he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now Taylor to throw on 2nd down. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Come on, let's go.
Now Taylor. Flush to his right, and he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
So this was a case of better safe than sorry. All the receivers were locked up, so he had to try and run for it, but he ended up having to slide short of the marker.
Oh, and now some space to operate. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Marshawn Lynch His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. Hauschka now for the extra point. And in this rain, they were nice and cautious there on the extra point try, and that caution was well warranted as this game is tied. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. Play action. It's Tannehill. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Marcel Darius in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. On second down, here's Tannehill. He's going to look deep down into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. He had a great read there from his free safety position. And, Charles, you know with those guys, it's all about their eyes. They have to be laser-focused.
Yeah, I had to fake my way through it when I was playing, but now I can see exactly what they're doing. And on that play, he obviously had no presence to feel like he's being pushed for a pass. And without that, that allowed him to get up to the line of scrimmage and hold him to no gain.
And it's grabbed by Crockett Gilmore. And he's brought down. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there that sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So second down, 3 yards to go now. Again, they'll pound it with Lynch. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
The Bills on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll run it. Here's Lynch. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
Come on, let's go. Red 38. Red 38.
They'll sneak it with Taylor, and they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down.
Now, that was a little bit longer distance than you would expect to see for a quarterback sneak. Normally, it's 4th and 1, 4th and inches, but when you get interior linemen trying to get upfield for a pass play, sometimes you can blow past them on the sneak, and it worked well for them.
McCoy, and he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. From the gun, it's Taylor. Looking to hit Matthews, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It got his man complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Final minute now of the third quarter. They run again with Ajayi. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? Here's Tannehill. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Back now in Miami. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on to kick it away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. And here come the Bills. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Let's go. Ryan 38.
They'll keep pounding here with Lynch. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Flex round. Flex round. Let's go. Flex round. Flex round. Ohio. Ohio. Ohio.
On 3rd down, they go Lynch. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
Really good, skillful, tough running throughout this contest. Picked up first down after first down. He's got to have a nickname, doesn't he? How about the human first down machine? I think that fits.
Here we go.
Now a first down carry here for McCoy. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. They'll go again to McCoy. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. They'll try and run for it with McCoy. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Taylor. And he'll check this one down to McCoy. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and it'll make it 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
2nd down now after the pass completion.
Ohio. Ohio. Come on, let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now Taylor to throw. This is caught by Jackson. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Hitting the home stretch here in a great game, a tie game. Let's see if the defense can get the stop they need to get the ball back. They go now to McCoy. He's seen a ton of action this afternoon. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. A fake to McCoy. Now it's Taylor. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. David Irving in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. 3rd and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. Left side, caught by Matthews. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Now flags will come in. One of the Bills got going a little early. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
Here's Jeff Locke now as he's on to punt for Buffalo. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. So now here come the Dolphins. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll begin the drive with a Jai. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's 2nd down. Now it's Tannehill. And over the middle, this is Parker. And he gets this one all the way up to the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Obviously a big first down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They've got to get up to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it. But they've got to continue to move quickly.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Tannehill now to throw. Going deep here for Parker. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. The Dolphins on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Tannehill. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Lorenzo Alexander. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. The Bills getting set to go. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. They'll start on the ground with McCoy. And nice yardage right off the bat here as he's up to about the 24-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
At this stage, you've got to hustle. Got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Now it's Taylor. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Incomplete pass there is probably the best scenario going because if he catches the football, clock's probably going to run out in that situation.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. Taylor to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field, set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
And it's been loud in here so far. Now Taylor going to hand this one off to McCoy. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Short gain there to start overtime.
Almost a tester play, wasn't it? Wanted to see if the guys on defense were going to fit the gaps the correct way because we're in overtime. So it's not just physical tiredness out there, right? Mentally, are you still doing what you're supposed to do? And they were up to the task on that play.
And certainly fatigue on both sides of the football. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A huge play there in overtime. 51 yards. Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now a 20th carry here for McCoy. Nice footwork by McCoy. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Bills, they move back over 500 at 7-6, and they'll return home next week to take on the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, the loss is number 8 for them on the year, and they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
No Harvard, but I was a scholar. Hard knocks, and I learned to be smarter. Don't prefer to be bothered. You get if I order. That's word to my father. I will for my mother. Deal with my brothers. Keep it real. Don't talk with no. Plus I duck undercover. Gotta stay on this mission. Got a vision that's endless. They told me don't be a menace. They gon' serve me a sentence. But now I'm up in the illest that did it. Get the cream, look. Drop it in it. Give about opinions. I'm just minding my business. If I'm grinding, I'm shining. Don't got time for the gimmicks. Squad, I'm it. 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 Squad. Square one, it's hard to square up. Everybody got come, mama cries, dead sons. Lord, please bless them. Back to the party, I'm just pouring my. Don't get face step before, so I live it up. When I come, better get 'em up. That's a floss track, better get 'em up. I'ma keep eating, it's a dinner rush. I'll let you finish up. dog. Flock of diamonds, I can promise I'm being honest. This being modest. I am your highness. I am the finest. You rappers, plus you a liar. Don't idolize and I don't admire. Been doing me for like ever. I'm a better.